Good evening, everyone. Hope we are all well. TLP, the Liverpool Prophet, back again with a match reaction. Inter Milan nil, Liverpool 1. We actually went away to the San Siro and won with a clean sheet. Wow, I thought I'd be happier. I thought I'd be happy that we won a game, but honest that survives, and I'm really, really annoyed at that. Of course, I'm happy the team won, but I'm not happy that the manager survived another couple of weeks now. But nonetheless, a win is a win. So that was a surprise, a big, big surprise because I didn't see that happening. But let's just get straight into the match reaction. Let's not keep anyone waiting any further. So, everyone, before we begin, do remember drop a like on the video, do sub to the channel. Currently 48 subscribers away from 600, so do sub, it's much appreciated. And of course, do get down below in the comments and give me your thoughts and opinions on the game and the match. Let's just get straight into it. Inter nil, Liverpool 1. I have to be honest, everyone. It was a good performance and it wasn't a good performance if I'm being totally real about it. I thought the first half of Liverpool played well. That was some of the best football we've played all season. I thought we were very good, very lively, very active. We looked up for it in the first half at least. Ekatike was getting some good positions. The team overall, I thought as a team, we played very well. Not very well, we played well in the first half. I will say we played well in the first half. So it was a surprise. I'll be totally, totally honest. It was a surprise. I didn't expect Liverpool to come out the blocks as well as we did. I thought we'd be sluggish, slow, boring, but no, we were the total opposite, which was a surprise because everything pointed towards Liverpool coming out of the box slow and losing this game by a heavy margin. And somehow we actually rocked up and put in a decent shift in that first half away at the San Siro. So credit to the lads for that. I'm not going to credit the manager for nothing today. He doesn't deserve my credit or nothing. But credit to the team. Credit to the team because you know what? On a game where we could have easily thrown the manager under the bus again by losing, we actually put in a decent performance and shift. So credit to the team and big up to the team on that. So yeah, the first half was good. We did score in the first half. Ibrahim Kanate, out of all people, Ibrahim Kanate, bullet header, 1-0. What are the odds? The player who's been criticised the most this season, the player that fans are not keen on no more, was the one who put us 1-0 up. And we thought he'd scored. But of course, VAR had other ideas. It was taken to the monitor. And you know, when it's taken to the monitor, it's most likely going to get disallowed. It was given as a handball, I felt. It was given as a handball. Kanate's goal was disallowed. It was a harsh handball, I'll be totally honest. It was harsh, but nonetheless, a handball is a handball. I don't even know the rules at this point, you know. Sometimes those type of handballs are given, sometimes they're not given. Nonetheless, it was ruled out. Harsh, but look, handball is a handball at the end of the day, whether it's intentional or not. Van Dijk did have his hand up there, so it was ruled out. And I'm not going to complain about it. I'm genuinely not going to complain about it because it is what it is, in my opinion. Whatever. So the goal's talked out. Kanate is robbed of a goal, and we start again on 0-0. But I felt Liverpool continued to play well in the first half up until about 30 minutes. I think that was a good performance from Liverpool up until about 30 minutes. After the 30-minute onward mark, for the last 15 minutes of their first half, I felt Inter started to get into their groove. They started to get on the ball. They started to dictate the tempo of the game, and they started to really put it on Liverpool. And I felt we kind of retreated a bit. We sat in a bit, and we kind of allowed that to happen towards the end of the first half. They were putting pressure on us, getting into some decent positions, and we went at halftime 0-0. Now, I probably would say, based off of the first half performance, we probably should have gone in at halftime 1-0 up. Obviously, the goal was ruled out, whatever. But I felt, other than that, we had chances. Ekatike probably should have scored. We had another couple of chances too. So I think we should have been winning at halftime, I'll be totally honest. Second half comes around. I've got to be honest, I felt Inter dominated the second half. For majority of the second half, I felt Inter with the team in control. Liverpool kind of just sat back. Inter kind of had the ball, which is really weird considering I thought it'd be the other way around. I thought Inter would sit back and Liverpool would have the ball, but no, other way around. Anyway, second half I felt Inter were a lot better. They came out a lot better, albeit they weren't great still, let's be honest. They were very wasteful. They had the ball, they didn't really do nothing with it. They couldn't capitalise on our glaringly obvious defensive weaknesses that we had in the team. They should have exploited the defensive weaknesses a lot more, and they didn't. They didn't, which is that's their problem. It's not our problem, is it? Let's be totally honest about it. But yeah, second half, I don't think Liverpool were great. I'll be honest. Like I said, I felt we played well for the first 30 minutes of the first half, and then after that, we kind of. I'm not going to say we reverted back to the old Liverpool because overall the performance was still a lot better, but I don't think we were great in the second half. I think we got away with it massively due to Inter being wasteful, not capitalising, and kind of just being not great on the day. I do think we got away with it. I really do. Overall, let's be honest, it wasn't a great game. For the neutral, that was a very poor game. Both teams I felt were very defensive. I felt Liverpool were defensive when we needed to be for a lot of for most of the first half. I felt in the second half we were defensive when we needed to be. I felt Inter at times were defensive when they needed to be, and I felt they were attacking when they needed to be. But overall, both teams didn't really attack the game. I'm not surprised because Inter Milan are an Italian team, and Italian teams are known for being defensively well organised. They're not exactly known for playing the best attractive football, but Liverpool weren't great either. You know, we rocked up with a pretty negative style of play. I'm not complaining. We've sipped a lot of goals recently, and I don't mind playing a little bit more defensive if it means we stop sipping them. So, yeah, is what it is. But of course, I do think it was a little bit of poetic justice that in the last couple of minutes of a game, Wirtz's shirt is pulled and the referee goes and awards the penalty. Soft ass penalty, by the way. In my opinion, that's never a penalty. It's been given before. Sometimes they're given, but I just don't think it's a penalty. It's so soft, but I guess it's kind of justice because we had a goal that was harshly ruled out as well. We've recently had goals in last couple of weeks that have been harshly ruled out. So, guess nature kind of balanced its course a bit. Szoboszlai stepped up. Big up Szoboszlai, scored the penalty. Mr. Reliable. Another very good performance from him. And Szoboszlai wins us the game. And this time, the credit cannot be taken away from him because he scored us the winning goal. Unlike against Leeds, I'll be totally honest. So, harsh penalty given. I'll be totally honest. Don't think it was a penalty. But you know what? Nature kind of balanced the course out a little bit, didn't it? Didn't they? With us getting kind of a harsh decision in the first half, getting a harsh decision a couple of weeks back against City. I think it's about time we had a bit of luck, even though it is what it is. Man. I'm not going to sit here and complain about refs. I don't complain about refs when it's against us, and when it's for us, I'll definitely call it out as well. I won't just paper over it and ignore it. So, yeah, it is what it is. But I've got to be totally honest, everyone. Inter were absolutely appalling. Inter were absolutely dreadful today. Going into this game, I said going away to Inter Milan is going to be one of the toughest away trips for any team in Europe. The San Siro is a very lively stadium, and Inter are a very good team when they put it on us. The total opposite today. Inter, flat, didn't put it on us. They were absolutely pathetic. And I think this was more Inter being bad than it was Liverpool being good. I don't want to be negative because we won the game, but I think for me, it's definitely more Inter Milan being poor, not capitalising, not really putting the game on Liverpool than it was us being good. I think the performance was better, but it was an amazing show. I don't want to hear people hyping it up, etc. Inter were just really appalling on the day. And the San Siro was pretty quiet as well. The San Siro was relatively quiet in my opinion. Normally it's bouncing that place, it's rocking, but it was very quiet today. The atmosphere for Inter just wasn't quite there. I think the team wasn't right. Their atmosphere wasn't great. I just feel Inter just all in all didn't have a great day. They definitely had an off day, but look, that's not our problem. We nipped in and we won the game. But I'm not convinced. Everyone, I'm not convinced. I'm happy that we won the game, but I'm absolutely furious that Arne Slot has survived. We need this manager gone. As soon as possible, we need this manager gone. And he's just flew to win. That is basically going to keep him in a job now for the next couple of weeks at least. And because it's a big win against Inter Milan away at the San Siro, it's going to get hyped up. Our fans will get on their high horses, singing that stupid honest la 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 song again. It's just all going to come back. The delusion's going to kick in, and then we're going to be brought right back down to earth against Brighton. The real test is going to be Brighton. Make no bones about it. Today we won great. We'll see how we do against Brighton. Can we replicate the performance 2 games in a row? Probably not. But Slot has survived. He's basically become like Ruben Amorim. Arne Slot has become Ruben Amorim 2.0, where whenever he's in danger of getting the boot, he'll pull out a result a wow result that will keep him in a job, and the fans will buy it. They'll eat it up because they have low standards and they're thick. So I'm happy we won, of course, but I'm not happy that Slot survived because that's exactly what happened. He survived. Now, with Madrid playing City tomorrow and Alonso potentially getting booted, I don't care we won today. I don't care. I still want him sacked. I still want him sacked. I still want us to move for Alonso regardless of today's result. This is just going to prolong the inevitable now. It's going to prolong the inevitable. But you know what? I'll give Slot credit too because he needed the win today. It was a big win in Italy at the San Siro, so I'll credit him on that. But let's be honest, I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced, man. I'm genuinely not convinced. Now, a lot of people are probably going to see this and think we lost the game. We actually won the game. And it was a good performance. But like I said, I think the performance was good for the first 30 minutes. I think for the rest of the game, we definitely petered out. We definitely lost our mojo. We definitely started kind of reverting back to type. But we still got the win somehow, fluky penalty, we win the game, whatever. But both teams weren't great, I'll be honest. I think Liverpool were better, but Inter were really appalling. They really shocked me with how bad they were. But nonetheless, a win is a win. And of course, with this win, we now go up to 8th place in the Champions League table. Not that that's nothing to be celebrating about, to be fair. It's not, we should be right up there at the top. The fact that we are is a disgrace, but it was a big win for us. It was definitely a big win. It takes us into the top 8. We now have, I believe, Slavia Prague and Karabakh coming up. 2 very, very winnable games. Definitely very winnable games. So it looks like maybe we won't have to go into the playoff rounds now. We might just be able to qualify from the top 8. So that's the main positive I take from this game. That we'll probably end up getting top 8 now because our last two games are very winnable and we should win. However, for me, this is more of a kind of a win out of the blue, in my opinion, a performance out of the blue. I want to see how we do against Brighton. I want to see how it goes against Brighton because I think that is going to be the real test here. So we'll see how it goes. We will see how it goes. But I just think it's prolonging the inevitable, to be honest. I still think the manager should be sacked, as do we all. But yeah, it is what it is. Liverpool 1, Inter Milan 0. We won a game. I didn't give us a chance in this game. I said 3-1 in my prediction. Looking back on it, I don't know where I got a 3-1 from because Italian teams don't score a lot of goals. It's usually 1 or 2 goals. So yeah, maybe that wasn't the best prediction on my part. But we got a clean sheet as well. Defensively, let's be honest, Inter Milan's attackers didn't trouble us at all, so we didn't have to do much defensively. So I'm not going to hype up our defensive performance. Yeah, we didn't concede, but whatever. But yeah, big win for Liverpool. I'm not going to try and do the whole negative thing. So we won. Happy days. And yeah, we move on to Brighton. We'll see what happens against Brighton. We'll see if we can continue this on or whether it just goes back to being the usual crap that we used to. But other than that, that is it for my match reaction, my little short match reaction of today's game. I will be back tomorrow with my match review of the game. I'll go into a little bit more detail on the winning performance, break down a couple of things, and of course, point out a couple of things that I felt we learned from the game as well. But yeah, that'll be dropping sometime tomorrow afternoon, maybe tomorrow evening, depending on how I feel as usual. But yeah, other than that, I'm going to head off, people. Do remember, do drop a like on the video. Smash that like button if you have enjoyed the video and the match reaction. Do sub to the channel, of course. Currently, like I said, we are currently 48 subscribers, I believe, or around that much away from 600. So should I get to 600, that's 400 more until I get to 1K. So do subscribe to the channel as well. And of course, everyone, as you guys all know, do get down below in the comment section as well. Give me your thoughts and opinions on the win. For me personally, surprise win. I didn't see this one coming, but we won nonetheless. So yeah, great win, whatever. But yeah, that is all for me. Like, sub, and comment. But other than that, I'm going to head off, everyone. Like I said, match review dropping tomorrow. So do check that out. Other than that, yeah, Inter Milan 0, Liverpool 1. We won a game and we won a really big game. Got a big win today. So yeah, up the Reds. I think it's fitting to say up the Reds for this one. And yeah, TLP out. I will speak to you guys very soon. Tomorrow, actually. But for now, I'm going to head off. Bye for now. Latest, people. Latest.